in example 14, and we are told that a random variable x has ex to be equals to 4, expected value of x is 4, and var x, the variance of x, to be equals to 3. Now, with that, we are expected to find a lot of details here. So we are part A, find E3x. And E3x, according to the formula that AX plus B is AEX plus B. And let us just talk about variance of AX plus B is equals to A squared times the variance of X. These are the two statements that are going to guide us through this question, as we have understood them in the previous example. This one is, of course, explained in statement number 1 here. This means 3, because our A is 3, and times the EX, of course there is no B, times 4, which is 12. And that is the end of the story for as far as that one is concerned. Let us see part B. Part B is EX minus, or rather, X minus 2. This one, our A is 1, so 1, we can put it there, at least because we are beginning. In future, we may not require it there. If it's 1, anything times 1 remains itself. Times the EX, which is times 4. Of course, having done that, we have to subtract 2, because our B is, of course, minus 2, which is 4 minus 2, and our answer to part B of the question is 2. What about part C? Part C requires us to calculate the variance of 3x. This one, it doesn't matter whether we have a B or not. B should not affect our variance of 3. That means this is 3 squared, because our A is 3, times the variance of 3 times the variance of x, which was 3. Now, 3 squared is 9, times 3, which is 27. And that is the solution to part C. What about part D? Part D is asking us the variance of x minus 2. The variance of x minus 2, you can see that our A is 1, so 1 squared remains 1. So 1 times the variance of x, as you can see, which was 3, is actually 1 squared times 3, which is a 3. And that's the end of it. What about part E? Part E, we are expected to find EX squared. EX squared. Now, this is where we have to do a bit of work, because we don't have a lot of details, because we know EX squared is E times the probability, is actually the X times the probability of X squared. But now, we do not have the probabilities. How then do we go about this? Of course, we know that the variance of x is given by EX squared minus EX squared. And I think we have the EX here. And I also think that we have the variance of x there. So, in an attempt to talk about the variance of x, EX squared can be made the subject of the formula here, that EX squared for that matter, is supposed to be the variance of x plus ex, or the mean of x squared. How do we go about that? The variance of x is a 3 plus ex, which is a 4. 4 squared, this is 3 plus 16, which is obviously a 19. It is part E, which is a bit of a problem. The rest is just straightforward, but even if you may think that part E is a problem, always remember that you can play around with what you know to get what you don't know. Of course, we always learn from known to unknown, and therefore ex squared is 19, as you can see. Thank you.